We're here, Berlin.
At our hotel. So happy to see the Western.
Let's sketch you right in. Good morning from Berlin. We are starting out the day today with the Brandenburg gate behind me. Significantly less amount of tourists here in Berlin compared to the other cities. This is right outside of the Reichstag building, which is the German parliamentary building. This is a really neat space. There's not very many people out here, and on this way, it's a big open space, kind of open pavilion out here. It's a really cool building. I did not expect to see this when we got out here. This is the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. All of these monuments are different heights, and it looks like it takes up about a city block. Walked over to the Ginderman Market, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly. It's got these cool trees that overlook this square. How you do it? Is chairs comfortable? Got a little music out here. Got the beer garden kind of thing behind us. This is the Ginderman Mark. Behind me is the German Dom right there. This is the concert hall right here. It's got these really cool red staircase you can kind of see behind me. And then on this side is the French Dom that is directly across from the German Dom right here. We definitely over-ordered on our liter steins here we got. These things are enormous, but they are pretty good. Very tasty. Had to get our pretzel fix here in Berlin, so we found a place called Brezel Bar. This is the German cult-like traffic figure guy right here. They have like stores selling him as like a figurine. Here's the cult figure as a green crossing man. It's a pretty funny character. We've ridden the metro multiple times and have only paid for the fare from the airport to our hotel, and we've yet to figure out if it actually costs money to ride the metro here. So we're going to research it, but as of right now it appears it is a free system of some sort. We are at the East Side Gallery, which is the Berlin Wall that is still intact, that a lot of artists, I'm assuming both local and non-local, have come down here and graffitied along the wall. And as you can see, it goes a pretty good ways back that way, and then on this side is where it starts, which is right off the metro stop. We're at the Alexanderplatz, which is the public square kind of market space. It's a really big space out here. There's a world clock architecture. It's got all 24, which we're assuming are time zones throughout the world. And then there's restaurants and retail kind of around this big square kind of open pavilion area. And then apparently Ash found New Orleans. That is hilarious that New Orleans is on this piece of architectural time map here in Berlin. This is the Berliner Fernsehturm, which is the big television tower downtown Berlin. You can see this thing is enormous. I think it's 365 meters. We are on the Spree River. Behind me is the Berliner Dom. One thing that is very apparent here in Berlin is the river is not as touristy as other cities we've been in. A lot of these tourist boats that are behind us right there and across the river on the other side just don't have very many people on them. And it kind of gets back to what we've just seen so far while I've been here, is that there are very few tourists compared to the other cities we've been to in Europe. We are in the Lustgarten, and this is the natural, or I guess it's just the history museum here in Berlin behind me. And then over here is the Berliner Dom, which is the cathedral church. This building is really impressive. It's got a lot of copper that contrasts really well with the granite. Had to get our pretzel fix here in Berlin, so we found a place called Brezelbar. Beautiful night here in Berlin. We've got our Gruners in hand. Cheers. So Ash has just concluded that we have found the sketchiest metro stops in Europe so far. Would you agree?
They work on their metro. It's very sketchy.
Like really sketchy. I'll get a shot at some point of walking on the hallways, but it started at the airport and now it's at whatever state. We're at the Platz du Luftbrück, which I'm sure is pronounced correctly. And it's just really, really sketchy. I think we just scored the cheapest ice cream in Europe so far. €1.50 euro, so 3 total here in Berlin, and it is tasty.
So good.